Hi, welcome to our first introduction here to Florida Agencies Serving the Blind. My name is Chloe Summers, and I've had the honor of working with this amazing Florida organization for a few years now. And I'd like to introduce Elly Dupre, the Executive Director of Florida Agencies Serving the Blind.
Hi, Chloe.
Hi, how's it going today?
Everything's great.
That's great to hear. I think we should speak more about the mission and services provided by Florida ASB. So I'd like you to start, maybe give an introduction.
All right, sure. Florida Agencies Serving the Blind is a consortium of 16 private agencies around the state that provide direct services to people in Florida. There are actually over 2 million Floridians in need of vision rehabilitation.
And tell me more, what is vision rehabilitation?
Vision rehabilitation is a service that's provided by our member agencies who have certified vision impairment specialists who work with people of all ages who are living with vision loss. And in the case of older adults, that means training in new techniques and new ways to do daily living skills, daily living tasks. And depending on an individual's preferences and needs, the training is tailored to that person.
I see. And so it's a very individual approach. It's a very customized approach based on their needs.
Exactly.
That's amazing. Do you have some examples specifically of what someone might need?
Well, in general, all the different activities really are related towards safety and helping a person be as independent as possible. This could be managing their personal needs, their daily grooming, preparing foods and eating a healthy diet, taking their medications correctly, very important. But they could also want to perhaps pay their bills. They may want to use magnifiers or other low vision devices to read, watch television. Maybe they even want to use computers, but there's also more easy, user-friendly technology such as talking books. Visually impaired people can definitely use smartphones. They may not realize that. They think they have to be able to see everything on that little tiny screen, but actually there's many ways of using a smartphone. And ultimately, they probably want to stay in touch with their friends, their family. Maybe they want to be involved in the community as volunteers or go to their faith community worship. Whatever it is that person, what their life would be if they were not living with vision loss.
And fun fact, I know we've spoken about technology and how a lot of it originated with the community of low vision, right?
Yeah, well, it's kind of funny. A lot of things that were originally invented for people with low vision or who were blind have become very popular with people who just find them easier to use. One example is the talking calculator that was originally invented for blind people became really adopted by accountants and other people who have to be very accurate in their use of a calculator, but they're not looking at the calculator because they're trying to read the numbers that they want to add up, for example. So the talking calculator cost $600 when it was first developed to help blind people. And then it turned into an $18 item when
it hit the market.
Accountants started buying them up. Yeah.
Very good. Yeah, a lot of history there.
Yeah.
So tell me also, what is another goal that these people with low vision might have that you can help with?
Well, ultimately, in broad terms, the goal is that an older person who's visually impaired or blind can choose how they want to live, how much assistance they want or don't want, or when they want it, where they want to live, whether they want to be in their own home or with family, or in any one of many residential facility choices that are out there. What interests do they want to pursue? And when do they want to do things, and with whom do they want to do things? Making choices is at the very heart of being an independent adult.
And I think a lot of us may take that for granted.
Yes, I think we don't realize how basic it is to our self-perception, our feeling, our ability to feel good about ourselves, is the fact that from simple choices to complex ones, being able to make those choices, that's what means you're an independent person.
And so you have an open forum here. We're online, we're digital, we're doing this from our own homes. If you could speak to everyone out there, who do you want to reach, and what message would you like to give to them?
Well, I'm always interested in speaking to people who themselves are living with vision loss. And many times we don't even want to admit that we are having difficulty seeing, or we think that difficulty seeing is just something to be expected when you become older. But that isn't true. And there are many things that a doctor can do to help with preventing vision loss or managing vision loss. And there are many things that people from our consortium, from the agencies in Florida, can do to help a person use their remaining vision and also continue to do the things they love to do and need to do, even if they're doing it in a slightly different way because of the vision loss. But also I want to speak to organizations that work with older adults. We really need to reach out to the organizations that are senior living facilities, senior day programs, home health care providers, as well as people who provide legal services specifically targeted toward the older population, older adult population, and social services geared to older people, even hospital discharge planners. Because when I say there's 2 million people in the state of Florida living with vision loss, that's a lot of people. And 16 private agencies around the state of Florida are not going to be able to serve 2 million older people. Plus, a lot of older individuals have chosen and are very happy with the services they're getting from their senior living facility or from their senior day programs that they're attending. They're grateful and satisfied with the home health care providers that are coming to their homes. And so if we can partner together, we can identify people who are having problems related to low vision, and we can help caregivers facilitate and encourage that person's ability to remain an independent adult and be fully included and have a high quality of life in the things that they want to do. And so because we really want to serve all 2 million people that need this service, to whatever degree they may need that service, we really need to build relationships with the providers of services that those people have already chosen to have.
And you were mentioning hospitals and releasing patients, and a lot of these facilities are temporarily taking care of people with low vision, it's very interesting the commonalities that maybe someone with Alzheimer's or dementia has with the signs of someone with low vision that the average person may not know because they're just not around them or not knowledgeable about the differences. So maybe you can go into that and how important it is to really look, not assume, but to really ask questions and find out the root of the patient's problem.
I'm really glad that you mentioned that, because basically in just at the beginning level, the reason that people are considered as probably suffering from dementia is because they act in a way that is shows that they have confusion or that they're disoriented. Those are two words that are used a lot when describing people who are living with dementia. But if you can imagine not seeing well, okay, it's not hard to leap to realizing that you may not see your keys the first time you're looking for them because your vision isn't very good. So now you're looking for your keys. Your daughter or your son or your caregiver is waiting for you to leave the house to go to an appointment, and they're frustrated with you because you're diddling around looking for your keys. And so they start thinking, you know, this person isn't the person they used to be. They're confused, they're disoriented, they can't even find their house keys. And the fact of the matter is, it's not a quality of the functioning of their brain, it's a quality of the function of their eyes. They don't see what they're looking for. And it's kind of heartbreaking to think about that a person might start being treated as a person with dementia, or even feel that they themselves are losing their mental capacity, but actually what they need is assistance with living with vision loss. Actually, research shows in Florida that about 2 million people in Florida are living with vision loss, but only 500,000 people have Alzheimer's. These are statistics from the Alzheimer's organization itself. That means it's much more likely that someone who seems confused or disoriented is experiencing vision loss than that they have dementia or Alzheimer's.
Yeah, statistically, you know, that that holds up. So to really be aware of that, because you think people get older with age, they're forgetting things, and you're busy in your life. That was a really good example of even someone you love or know, just because they're maybe a little slower or getting not like they used to be, you know, don't always jump to that conclusion, because low vision is sometimes fixable or teachable or workaroundable, right?
Exactly. Fixable, teachable, and workaroundable is exactly what it's all about.
Good. And when we combine, when our efforts here at Florida ASB, you know, older, low vision, or blind people can enjoy that extraordinary, life-changing programs that we give them access to, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, in my career, I've worked with numerous people well into their 80s who are still volunteering. They use paratransit instead of driving themselves. They live in their own home. They either have Meals on Wheels brought to them, or they're doing their own cooking. They still are enjoying preparing meals that are the flavors and the food choices that they want. And so, and plus they can use it to entertain with people. They can move safely in their environments. They're reading efficiently, either because it's a talking book or because they have a proper lighting and proper magnification to be able to do that. They're managing their personal needs. So really, go ahead.
I was going to say, what better way to facilitate all this and learn more than what we're really excited to announce is the new Vision Summit 2022 in Orlando. And I know we spoke about this, that, you know, individuals who care for people over 65 years of age, whether you're a leader of an entire organization or just an eye care professional, case manager, all very appropriate for this summit. And any experts who are taking roles working with older adults. And we're also, you're looking for speakers and, you know, leaders, right, for this summit, and sponsors, I assume.
Well, yes, all those are good elements for a good summit. We really see this summit as a conversation. Okay, yes, we might have a few speakers, But basically, we want to have a true conversation at small tables. What are the concerns of our sister and brother caregivers that work for different organizations than the ones that we work for? So we are the people who come at this question as experts in providing vision rehabilitation, but we need to work with experts in home care and senior living and case management, people who are working with families regarding discharge planning from a hospital, eye care professionals to encourage them to make referrals to us, but also to work with the organizations that they're working with, so that the adaptations, the easy adaptations in terms of lighting and positioning and using contrast, just so that people can participate in congregate meals and recreation programs and enjoying movies and going to shows or going shopping, all of the activities that people do. We want to partner in this conversation as to how we're going to be able to really make a difference in the physical, emotional, social, and intellectual life of people who are older, who are living with low vision.
That's right. And we already spoke about the return on the ROI, right, of independence of all these people. They can contribute to the society, to culture, to the community, keep themselves independent. And I mean, there's a lot that they can do once they learn how to do it. And that's taking stress off of family members and caregivers. I mean, they're fully capable with just a little different teaching that is not the norm for maybe most people. And it's very easily fixable. And
yeah, there's a lot of people living with vision loss who are happily working within their family as caregivers for their grandchildren. Right, we see with the pandemic how important it is for parents to have as much help as they can get. And there's an awful lot of people out there who are just dying to be grandparents to their children's children, and be involved with the family and enjoy the family. And plus, living independently means that the person in the middle, the parent, the child of the older adult who has their own children, is in the middle between two groups of people.
The sandwich
the
generation
adult doesn't need their care. The older adult can contribute to the care that's being given to the child.
Yes. There was a very nice documentary they called the Sandwich Generation.
The Sandwich Generation.
That's the word. Their kids and their grandparents. So that's really great that it would be more of a reciprocal relationship, and when everyone's fully capable. We also spoke about the difference between Alzheimer's and dementia and vision impairment, the signs to watch out for. And I'm sure we'll have some more videos on that coming up. And we also spoke about the hospital discharge with the blind in mind. There's a great blog out there that we have a link to that you wrote. So people can go to that link as well. We'll put it below. So if you want to just go over one more time, the Vision Summit.
Vision Summit is going to be held in Orlando on May 16th, 2022. We're going to be sending out save the dates, and we certainly hope that people who are making such huge contributions to the older adult through their work in the Aging Network will join us in a conversation about how we can do even better.
Yes, and if you want to be out there, if you want to be involved, if you know someone who should be at this summit, put your email below, comment. We will definitely respond. We're going to look and watch all of the comments, and also visit the website, www.beyondvisionloss.com. All of our
.org.
.org. So sorry. .org. Right, and Elly's information, all of our information is there, so please reach out if you have any questions about the services, you need some, or the Vision Summit.